From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
My friends, here we all are. We are about to definitively shelve Lord Mortimer's absurd project regarding Louisiana. It will only take one of you to oppose it, and we have won. The vote is to be held shortly, so we must keep our guard up. I'm sure Mortimer's preparing something.
Don't worry, Sir Gregory. Nothing can stop us now.
Beware, Johann. We mustn't underestimate him. So I'll ask you to return to your rooms and stay there until the conference. And if one of Mortimer's team comes knocking at your door, no matter what, do not open it under any circumstance. Don't give them the opportunity to manipulate you. Is that clear?
Understood.
Good.
Count on me.
As you wish.
Right. Let us adjourn. Louis, stay on a moment, if you would. I need to speak to you.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I've known my brother for a long time. I'm sure he has a plan. I'd like you to go and see each member of our group and make sure they remain loyal.
Do you think my father's going to try to turn some of them to his side?
Turn them or get rid of them, I don't know. One thing's for sure. I doubt William will give up without a fight. He'll try something. I'll keep him busy while you check on all of our group. Can I trust you?
Of course.
If there is a traitor in our group, find out who it is, Louis. Find them, then come back and let me know. I'll deal with them personally. I want a landslide victory. I want to teach William a lesson.
Wait a minute. Isn't the Duchess supposed to be here?
No, she's resting in her room. I confess I'm a little worried about her mental health. She's going through a very difficult time at the moment, and I wouldn't want my brother to exploit her fragility.
I'll go now.
Thank you, Louis. See you in a while.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Excuse me, I was expecting someone else.
Mr. Godoy, do you have a moment?
Your timing's awkward, Dorishi. I'm expecting someone. I haven't time. Please leave me.
Very well. I won't insist. Looks like he only wants to speak to Bonaparte. I know what I have to do if I want to speak to him.
Dorishi, I told you that I did not have time for you. I will ask you to leave me alone.
Looks like he only wants to speak to Bonaparte. I know what I have to do if I want to speak to him. Your Eminence?
Oh, Louis. What can I do for you?
Not too nervous about the conference?
Even if I add Lord Mortimer's reaction into the equation, I must admit, I don't know how we can lose. It will only take one of us to vote against his project, and the idea will be definitively dropped.
Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he still had a few tricks up his sleeve.
You are thinking about something? Dear God, I am doomed. He knows I'll be voting for Mortimer, but how?
Scoundrel. He's a traitor. Well, maybe he's managed to motivate some of Sir Gregory's supporters to vote for his project, for example.
No, you can't be serious. Do you know anyone capable of that, Louis?
Yes. Yes, I do indeed know someone.
Who then?
Double-dealing cheat. So you're the mole. Do you really want me to tell you, Your Eminence?
What do you mean? I'm not sure that I understand.
Confess. I think you know better than anyone who'd be capable of pretending to be on Sir Gregory's side while secretly planning to betray him.
What are you saying, Louis? I don't follow you. You are not really suggesting that...
Oh, I don't need to suggest anything. The situation seems clearer by the minute.
Louis, it's not what you think. I owe William everything. It's thanks to him that I took the holy orders.
Off come the masks, Your Eminence.
I beg you, try to understand. I owe him a favor.
Of course you do.
Louis, I haven't any choice. You don't say no to Mortimer. You know this very well. If you ignore him, you'll sooner or later pay the price.
I see. He just has to ask and you give in.
I beg you, don't say a word to Sir Gregory, or I'm done for. In the name of your mother, I implore you to keep it to yourself.
Your Eminence, you've only got yourself to thank for the situation you're in. Don't count on me to get you out of it. I'm not promising anything here.
But What?
Goodbye, Your Eminence. I'll see you at the conference. Mr. President, would you have a minute to spare?
Of course, Louis. What can I do for you?
I wanted to make sure that you're still with us. Since Mortimer has to convince everyone to follow him to win the vote, well, I expect he'll try bringing you over to his side eventually.
I won't lie. William did make a point of speaking to me.
And?
He has always supported me, Louis. I've been thinking long and hard about this. I know I said I would vote for Holm, but I've been reconsidering. I'm sorry, but I won't be following you this time around.
Well, at least that's clear. Holmes the one who's going to be delighted about this reversal.
I'm sorry for you. Good luck and see you later at the conference.
See you later. Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it. Emily? Emily, it's me.
Come in, Louis.
I just saw that. What's that servant doing in your room?
A gift from Father.
You're joking, right?
Unfortunately not. He's worried about my health.
Oh, typical. Of course, I understand this is in no way an overreaction on his part. Anyway, I've come to see if you're better.
That's very nice of you. Thank you. I'd appreciate it if we kept our last discussion to ourselves, Louis. I'm not very proud of the state I was in.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please. You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
And did it go all right? I imagine you spoke about yourselves.
He confirmed what Sir Gregory told me, that he really is my father. That he didn't know I was his daughter until a short while ago.
And, well, how are you? Did you take it all right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me then?
Do you trust him?
I don't know. It's difficult to say. He's our father. He's started to initiate me, and, well, he's been pretty decent. That said, you can't say he's gone about it in the best possible way to gain my total trust. And you? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know who to believe. The only person I really trust is you. So I'll follow you this time round.
I won't be voting for him. I'm not convinced by his proposition. I'll be voting for Sir Gregory.
I understand. In that case, I'll vote for Home, like you. But it won't please Father.
That's only to be expected. But, well, it's not my fault if he hasn't been able to convince me.
Don't worry, he'll get over it.
Right. I won't disturb you any further. See you later for the vote.
See you in a while.
Looks like Volner's opposition is in the line of fire. I don't like the sound of that. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
My dear Napoleon,
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, do you want something?
Yes, for you to test the Duke's loyalty, since he'll only speak to you.
Well,
Whatever it is, I haven't the time. The conference will shortly begin, and I want to be focused. Sorry. Come back and see me afterwards.
I see I haven't much choice.
Seeing as Godoy will only talk to Bonaparte, and Bonaparte will talk to no one, I have no other choice but to borrow his body. Nothing personal here, Napoleon.
Look, I'm sorry. This conference is of utmost importance to me, and I should like to be prepared for it.
Concentrate, Louis.
You don't mind if I sit down, do you?
I don't want to fall flat on my face when my spirit passes inside you.
No, I don't think you've understood, de Richet.
Link into his thoughts, Louis. Come on.
I said I did not want to be disturbed.
That's it. I sense something.
What word in leave me alone do you not understand?
Come on, just keep going and get inside his mind. Now!
Too bad for you. You can't say that I haven't. Thank you very much for the loan of this body, monsieur.
Right. Let's not waste any more time, Louis. Godoy is waiting.
Ah, there you are at last, Bonaparte.
My Lord Duke.
With a typically French attitude.
Come,
you
let's
are
not...
20 minutes late. Without the least excuse. I am risking a lot, monsieur. You seem to forget.
Please excuse me.
Well, what did you want to see me about?
So, let's see whose side he's really on.
I wanted to be sure. You are still going to vote for Mortimer, as planned, yes?
Mortimer? What the devil are you talking about, Bonaparte? I am on Holmes' side, and I intend to vote against Mortimer's project. What on earth is wrong with him? He seems very odd.
Yet, that is what de Richet claims.
De Richet? But I do not understand. What does he have to do with it? This is insane. You mean de Richet is spreading this rumor about me?
That's right. Apparently you're some sort of double agent, if you will forgive me.
But he's mad. My word. If Holmes gets wind of it, I will be a dead man. The imbecile is going to get me into serious trouble.
Well, well. It seems my Lord Duke is panicking.
But let me assure you, no one believes a single word of what he says.
Are you sure?
Frankly, has anyone taken him seriously since he arrived?
Yes, you're right. You see, there is no reason to think that I could ever side with Mortimer.
Oh, that's a pity. He was going to make you an offer.
What are you talking about? Make yourself clear. I do not understand you.
Come on, my Lord Duke. We both know very well what we are talking about. I thank you for not wasting my time.
I never dreamed of it, monsieur. I have a fair idea as to your presence here, but for some reason, something doesn't seem quite right. I am somewhat lost, to tell the truth. And this just isn't like you. I wonder if it really is you, in fact.
What?
You're just fishing around because you're the one who's changed sides.
What? What on earth are you talking about?
You're working for Holmes. Admit it.
No, I'm not. Don't be ridiculous.
He's asked you to flush out the traitors in his team, hasn't he?
Of course he hasn't.
Admit it.
Are you joking? Upon my honor, I urge you to believe that I am not the sort to play on both sides of the fence, monsieur.
Very well, very well. There is no point getting on your high horse. If you are really working for Mortimer, why did he task you to question me like this?
Lord Mortimer trusts you, my Lord Duke. But with all that's been going on, I admit he needs to feel supported. And as you're a man of great qualities, in his opinion, he simply wanted to make sure that you will still support him.
Ah, now I understand. Listen, I'll take your word for it, but tell Mortimer that he's making me run too great a risk. I already gave him my approval, and we agreed not to speak about it on the island. Just imagine for a minute if Holmes had caught us. You might not know what he is capable of, but I certainly do. It would be the end of me.
The bastard. He really is a traitor.
Please excuse me, Duke Manuel, but that wasn't the intention. I shall go and reassure Lord Mortimer about the vote, and I promise to avoid you running any more risks.
I hope so. Now please, leave me. We must not be seen together.
It's time to get going.
What is...
Yes! Yes! At last I found it! Al-Azif!
Well, you gotta admit, you did give us a run for our money. Huh? What? A page has been torn out.
Ah! Louis. Come closer. I'm warming myself up. I was unfortunate enough to step outside and now I'm freezing.
I wonder what he's been doing outside. Something to do with what Holm asked of him, maybe. He's back from the landing stage. Damn! He must have gone to deposit Al-Azif for someone to pick up.
So, tell me, my friend, what can I do for you?
And this is the scumbag that tried to poison me.
Sir Gregory has tasked me with making sure that all his allies don't change their minds over the conference.
I've heard that someone's going to try and blackmail you into changing your mind.
You amuse me, Trichet. They can always try. They will be made welcome.
So you think there's no way that they can blackmail you then?
Right. At first this was amusing. Now it's becoming ridiculous, Louis. Just let them try. Come now. Stop wasting my time. I have things I need to do.
Louis, I was getting impatient. So, tell me, have you been able to speak to everyone?
Absolutely.
And? Did you find a traitor in our midst? Any news of Piaggi?
If I were you, I wouldn't count on Cardinal Piaggi.
The scoundrel! I've given him everything, and this is how he thanks me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he and my father have been close allies for a long time.
He'll get what's coming to him. And President Washington, can we count on him?
Unfortunately, President Washington has changed sides.
I must admit it comes as no surprise. My brother has always followed him, and I was expecting this reversal. What's your opinion of Duke Manuel?
Duke Manuel won't be supporting us.
How dare he! If it weren't for me, he wouldn't be where he is today.
I had to trick him in order to make sure. I passed inside Napoleon so that he would talk to me.
Congratulations, Louis. I see you're not one to stop at half measures.
I pretended that I was only checking he was still working for Mortimer.
And he confessed?
He was suspicious right to the end, but yes, he ended up giving himself away and conceded he was working for your brother.
That scoundrel! Can I count on Emily?
Yes, she's on your side.
I was right to trust her.
I don't know if it's of any importance, but Father has given her a bodyguard.
A servant dressed in black?
Yes, is this detail important?
I hope not. We'll see. And von Wollner? What's your feeling about him?
He's on your side. However, it seems that Mortimer feels certain he can get him to change his mind.
You mean Blackmail him? That's impossible.
I don't know, but I thought it wise to warn you.
Yes. I see. Thank you, Louis, for all this information. I only hope what you say is right. The consequences could be horrific.
That is what we're likely to see.
William has moved his pieces. If that's how it is, it's my turn now.
What are you going to do?
Show him that I am not going to be outdone. Prepare yourself. It won't be long before the conference begins. There's just enough time to briefly go over it once more with my guests. Let us meet in the conference room when the time comes.
So, do we agree?
Agreed. Let's return to our places now.
You're right.
What were they talking about?
Louis, a moment of your time, please.
Yes, monsieur. What can I do for you?
I would like you to hear me out without interrupting. It's in your interest. You are in a perilous situation, and I want to avoid you becoming a laughingstock.
That's very kind of you.
In actual fact, all of Sir Gregory's team is working for Mortimer. If you vote for Holm, Mortimer will never forgive you. And I can assure you that he is taken down far tougher than you.
Are you threatening me?
Not me, Louis. But you are the only one who hasn't turned against Sir Gregory. Join us. Vote with us if you do not want to feel the wrath of Mortimer alone.
Is that all?
That's all, yes. I just wanted to warn you. Now you are free to vote where your conscience leads you. Good luck.
So, he's the one who's been persuading them all to turn back. I just gotta hope that Holmes managed to pull off his conjuring trick. Otherwise, Bonaparte's right. I'll be the only one voting against Mortimer, and therefore the only one to face the consequences.
My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holmes doesn't seem to be himself.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Duchess Hillsborough.
Against.
Duke Manuel.
For.
Your Eminence.
For. But
Gregory, please. Monsieur Napoleon.
For.
Mr. von Vollner.
For...
what?
Gregory, please refrain from interrupting the voting. You know the rules, brother. President Washington.
For.
Finally, Monsieur de Richet. What is your vote?
My turn.
I vote against.
The votes are now cast. So you were not won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen to me.
Never mind. It will still come to pass.
Traitor! What have you done? You are obliged to respect your word. That is the rule.
The time of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have the right. What have you done to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened?
Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die.
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help me!
After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, you cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
What? But... What on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry!
I must find them quickly.
Beneath your compassion, we take refuge, O Mother of God.
I deserve a great destiny. and I will let nothing, nor no one, stand in the way of my dream.
History will remember me and the sacrifices I made.
I sense that something is happening, but I could no longer move.
Dear God, if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
Good God, I can't even move. But Louis can. What's happening?
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
He wants to isolate me again.
I won't let him attack his brother.
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him.
I need to keep an eye on them. Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming.
At least as soon as I found the exit.
Is anyone there? I can hear you. I know you're there. Help me. Help! Can
What?
anyone hear me?
What are you doing here?
You. It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You had to come here and start babbling away at me. Fool, you couldn't have stopped her from shooting, could you?
You can change your tone because I'm not the one who shot at you, remember? It's not my fault if your sister got rid of you like a dead weight.
What you just said was nasty.
That was for treating me like an idiot.
I didn't want it to happen like that. I just wanted to exist a little too.
Didn't you ever think there might be other ways of doing that?
Obviously, it's easy to say that now. Louis, we have no time to lose. Help me, please.
What on earth is she talking about? Come on, you're dead.
No, there's got to be a solution. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot at point-blank range. I will survive this. Help me. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. I must have been here several months. I stopped counting from... Hang on. What are you doing here? Are you dead?
No. Sir Gregory brought my spirit here, but I must get back as soon as possible.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what's going on. How do you expect me to help you?
There must be a way. I beg you. Promise you will help me, Louis.
All right, calm down. I'll do everything I can to get you out of here.
Thank you, Louis. I knew you were a good man.
Right. I must get going now. Just stay calm. Everything will work out fine.
Louis! No! Don't leave me! Louis! Filthy scum, I'll kill you! I'll get out of here and I'll come looking for you, Louis de Richet! Do you hear me? I will find you!
I must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of... Louis? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste!
Who's there?
Elizabeth? But you left.
Gregory? No. No, you are not Gregory. Something's not right. Gregory, you are in danger.
Elizabeth, what's the matter?
Who are you?
My name is Louis de Richet. William Alexander Mortimer's son.
William? I see. What's happening here? My son is in danger. Talk!
Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
You are just a fool, a mere child. I have no time to waste with you.
Sir, rest assured, I have no quarrel with you. With all due respect, would you mind telling me to whom I'm speaking, please? I would not like to make a blunder.
I see you're trying to be civil. I accept your ignorance and agree to answer you. I am the father of all, founder of our house, grand architect of the laws that govern us, and creator of he you call Gregory home. At this moment, yes, as well as all of his brothers and sisters.
Damn it. It's Holm and Mortimer's father. But why am I hearing you through Elizabeth Adams?
So that is how you see me, is it? Here, everything is mere make-believe. Your mind is working to give me an appearance that will allow you to see me.
Is Elizabeth still alive?
She is. Was it you who prompted her to leave?
Yes, she
What
felt...
gives you the right?
I didn't mean any harm.
Young fool. She allowed me to find out what was going on with my sons. Stop interfering in my business.
Is it you who...
Your question is irrelevant. Elizabeth was just a receptacle which allowed me to observe William's actions.
But I didn't even ask the question.
You thought it.
You're the one who Elizabeth kept hearing in her head. You're the one who gnawed at her from inside, year after year.
Who dare speak to me in that tone of voice?
She spent her whole life trying to escape from you.
And it was all for nothing. No one can escape from me. I am the father of all, founder of our house, grand architect of the laws that govern us, and creator of he you call Gregory home. At this moment, yes, as well as all of his brothers and sisters.
Damn it. It's Holm and Mortimer's father. But why am I hearing you through Elizabeth Adams?
So that is how you see me, is it? Here, everything is mere make-believe. Your mind is working to give me an appearance that will allow you to see me.
I'm one of the guests of the conference, an ally of Sir Gregory.
You are telling the truth. Is the conference over?
Yes, Sir Gregory won the vote, but it seems that Lord Mortimer hadn't planned on him winning and poisoned him.
What? Oh, how vile. Gregory came on my approval. How dare Mortimer attack his own brother? He will pay for this.
No, Louis, no. The longer you remain in his presence, the more danger you're in. Just get out of here.
Wait! I have a proposal to make to you.
I'm listening.
William has to pay for what he did. He had no right. No one must ever attack a member of one's own family. That is the law. If you don't want to be involved in all this, let me enter your mind. When the time comes, I will just step in.
You mean like with Elizabeth?
Elizabeth was not part of our family. She didn't get any choice.
But you can't say it worked out well for her. What's to say that once inside he won't stay there?
If I ask my children to respect the rules, then I must do so as well. So, do you accept my proposal?
I'm sorry, I'd rather not get involved in your disputes. I understand that you're mad at him, but I refuse to let you use me to get at him.
Young fool.
Goodbye.
No! Come back, or you too shall feel my wrath!
Children are gathered together? Yes? Here. He broke the rules! Dear Countess, do not start. What a pity you disappointed me. Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed me. Managed to swindle Lafayette for the damage he did to the Western monarchies. So full of remorse once it was done, I don't really regret making you steal the necklace and end up in a convent.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
Ah, Charles Francois. What an adventure. Ah, Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice. He's talking about Charles-François d'Angennes and Françoise d'Aubigné. They were contemporaries of Louis XIV. This has nothing to do with what brought home here. I had to look somewhere else.
From the start. It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters.
Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees.
One of Holmes' distant memories and one of his brothers. With an ego like his, he's undoubtedly talking about Mortimer. Could there be a link here? No, at the time they weren't enemies like they are today.
I recalled Sparta. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier.
It's about my first vision on the island, the day of my arrival. This could be the beginning of the story, yet Holmes is talking about bringing Emily back again, so there must have been something before this.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find...
I'm on the right track here.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react.
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? France. So much effort. France. So much effort. So much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion, I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war.
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
I recalled Sparta. And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. I couldn't have missed that. Not me. He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared, I must speak to you. He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
So Holmes seems certain that Mortimer has been using me, but I get the impression that he's only had this vision recently. It's one of the last ones he had.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take
end here.
months to give to our children. I recalled Sparta. Cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He knew I would drink it. The rascal knows me better than I do myself.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Holm won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. He cut off all communication with Father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
He's here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis, I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with it. Please.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, and despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
Louis, it's over for me. It's up to you now to protect our family. Find your sister, Louis. She'll know what to do.
What are you saying?
Find her.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
You should have chosen your allies better, my son.
You mean you planned to get rid of him since the beginning?
For years, Louis. Come now. Would I really have risked everything in such a one-sided conference without having a trump card up my sleeve?
But what about the conference rules?
To hell with the rules. From now on, I'm only following my own rules. Things are going to change, you'll see. However, I expect you to stop your childish games and follow me. I gave you time to find your feet with Gregory, but things are going to get serious now, and I expect a little more loyalty from you.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
No, tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Holm told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emily's in her room. Johann,
Louis, I haven't the time.
What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here. What do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait
no,
a second.
No, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
Emily?
Yes. What's happening, Louis? You look...
Holm is dead.
Good God, he did it!
What do you mean?
He warned me that Mortimer would probably try to get rid of him. He couldn't believe it himself. But we have to admit that he was right to be wary. We are in great danger, Louis.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When Gregory came to warn me, he assured me that we would be the next to go down.
And you think he was telling the truth?
Yes, frankly, I think he was right.
Don't worry. We're not going to just give up.
When I brought up the possibility of us running away as quickly as we could, Gregory dissuaded me. He thought that Mortimer would see it coming and that we would have no chance.
I guess I agree with him. And now we're here. I'm not going to let him get away with it. There's two of us now, Emily. We can count on each other.
Well, on that note, I haven't told you everything, Louis. This might be a bit hard for you to accept, so I wanted to warn you. There are 3 of us.
Surprise, brother.
Excuse me?
It's Emma, Louis. Just before he disappeared, Holm explained to me how to bring her back from the ether. We were pressed for time
And the only body she could find was one of those cursed servants. Can you believe it?
Emma, don't start, please. I didn't exactly have much of a choice.
Be that as it may,
I'm the one inside the body of a masked lackey.
I had to deal with the most urgent thing first. We'll try and get you out of there as soon as we can, just as I promised you.
And I'll make sure you make good on your commitment, sister.
Emma, for the last time.
She is better, don't worry. Being a demon changes many things, and the prospect of getting stuck in the ether for eternity has opened her eyes.
Well, I guess it's your decision, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Are we ready? Can we go now? Louis, at this point, it doesn't matter what you think about me. You need me. I'm guessing you are well aware of what we're about to face, aren't you?
Not really. No.
That's just what gives us a chance, is it not?
It's usually the only argument the reckless have in their favor.
Take heart. We're only about to confront an age-old creature that can read our thoughts and force us to act against our will and wants to devour us. So what's the problem?
If that is your attitude, I suggest we reevaluate the possibility of running away.
Stop it. Let's all just calm down. Only a few minutes ago, it was just the two of us. Things are looking up. Our chances are only getting better.
How do we get rid of him then?
Killing him won't change a thing normally. He is capable of changing bodies.
I know how to kill a demon, and the irony of it is, he's the one who revealed it to me. We have to make him touch the blood of an older demon in order to encase him in his mortal body. This is the only way that might give us a chance of dealing him a fatal blow. And I've got the Holy Lance.
What's that got to do with demons?
Christ was his father. Believe me, if we get out of here alive, I'll have a lot of juicy details to tell you about the family. This lance actually received the blood of an ancient demon, and it can work on Mortimer.
Let's do it then.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry about me.
As you wish. Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father. Emma. You brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
Get him!
Louis! No! No, don't do it!
It's over. You've lost.
No, no! No, stop! Oh! My son! You will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave. Von Vollmer tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate,
in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial fronts. She became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. His Eminence was obliged to justify himself on his return over the letter he had sent to His Holiness. His mental health was called into question, and consequently he was withdrawn from papal state power. It was said in polite undertones that he had been sent to a faraway retreat, the better to hide his anonymous confinement in an asylum of Rome. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on clues provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again. Sarah de Richet never returned from her trip to the English Isles. Her disappearance spelled the end for the Golden Order, and was the object of gossip for just a few days at the court of France. On his return to Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.